Second deck of tonight is going to be red-white Side Door Legends. This card's been making a splash in Legacy. It's been making a splash in Modern. I haven't seen too many lists jamming it in Historic quite yet, but I'm sure someone will find a build. And it is a 1-mana artifact that lets you pay 2 and tap it to make something unblockable. But then you can also pay 1, tap it, discard a legendary card with the same name as a permanent you control, and you can draw 2 cards. So, normally, we've tried red-white Legends in the past, and the problem is, like, you have to play 2 or 3 ofs. Because generally, you don't want to draw the legend, you know, a second card in hand. So, like, you would do, like, 2/2 splits of, like, Zergo Bellstriker and Isamaru, or, like, 2 Kithian and blah, blah, blah. You do 2 Inti, 4 Mary, you do 2 Thalia, blah, blah, blah. But now, those cards no longer have to be stuck in hand because we can just discard them and turn them into card draw and some more momentum. You'll notice we're playing mostly 4 ofs. There are some things we're still down a little bit on, but we're trying to have an early start powered out by Mox Amber and Quicksilver. So this goes into play on turn 0, and then you can go turn 1 land plus Mox Amber, giving you 2 mana on turn 1, meaning you could double spell with a Kithian and a Key, or blah, blah, blah. Or you can immediately put a Mary, an Inti, a Thalia, whatever, on turn 1 into play. Besides that, we're just trying to play a real aggressive shell. We're playing Kithian, which obviously flips into Gideon, which turns into a reasonable utility planeswalker that can just help in chip and damage pretty quick. Quicksilver obviously has a power-up ability, which is kind of hard to get to since we're pretty lean on lands. Zergo is nice because it has dash, so it can start dodging sorcery speed removal, but it's also just a 2/2 for 1. Of course, we had Side Door. Thalia's just good in general, especially with, like, Ruby Storm running around. We're playing a single Thraben Charm just as a catch-all and some extra utility. The other main reason to be playing red-white Legends is Flowering of the White Tree. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+1 and have Ward 1. Everything else gets +1/+1, but we're only playing Legends. And then our main sort of card advantage outside of Key to the Side Door is going to be Inti and Mary. So Inti, whenever you attack, you can discard a card, put a counter on an attacking creature, it gains trample, and then when you discard 1 or more cards, you get to exile the top card of your library, and you can play that till your next end step. This is cool because it also works with Key to the Side Door. When we discard a Legends, we get to spin an extra card off of Inti there. And then obviously one of the other best cards to play is Mary. Haste. The equip ability doesn't really matter for us, but whenever you attack with Mary and another legendary creature, we get to draw a card. And then we round that all off with an Adeline, Resplendent, Cathar, Vigilance, Tax Big. Whenever you attack, you get a 1/1 human. Obviously, those also get a +1/+1 buff from Flowering of the White Tree, but it helps sort of build an army rather quickly. We got Plaza of Heroes, basic red-white mana base. We are running only 18 lands plus Ambers. And then we're playing 3 Aganjo just because we have so many Legends. Plus, if we happen to get more, we can discard it to Key to the Side Door as well. Sideboard-wise, trying some new stuff today. A couple of Surge of Salvations. I have a 1 of Tegic. And then I've been really enjoying Boromir against, like, all sorts of random stuff, especially the fight rating decks that have been popping up a bunch. I've said in the other videos that we're seeing a lot of board wipes lately, so Indestructible is pretty good. And then Rest in Peace plus Surgical is our Grave Hate of choice. A couple Disruptor Flutes in there. And then Fragments, like I said, just has some catch-alls there too. So that's the deck. Let's try it out. We'll keep this hand. On the current metagame and why he thinks things are where they are and what he would play and how he'd play them, kind of thing. All right, so no Mox Ember, nothing crazy in this hand. We do get to kind of fire up with a Kithian here, which we can then lead into an Inti. Opponent, we'll see what they're on, but they're on funnel thing there. All right, Chat, they're playing elves. What if they were playing our elves deck? That'd be cool, huh? Probably not. Make that into a 3/2. We do find a Chain Lightning with nothing to fire it off because we don't have mana. Sparring Advantage is a good pickup. I think I just want to play Flower into Zergo here. Probably not worth it for me to keep the Thalia around. Find a second Kythian. Opponent's got quite a bit of mana. Chance we just get Crater Hoofed. Get Archdruided instead. Key to the side door off the top would be nice to make some stuff unblockable. You know, is this payback for me saying elves isn't good? You submit your deck list. Shout out to that. I think it's probably worth me swinging all, right? We can make what's its face indestructible, and then we actually get to flip the Kythian. So let's discard the Zergo. Whatever we get gains trample, let's throw it on the Inti. There's a key to the side door. That's pretty good. He has to block the other ones. But like I said, we're getting close to whatever. To being Crater Hoofed or just War Master pumped. I think we're gonna let the key die. We'll hit him down to 2, and then we get to flip. We'll force Leaf Crown to swing. Homemade. All right, let me go see what we're doing here. Turn inside a switch. Oh, you're playing like mono red? Well, I know you said mono red. Horn's playing Bite Down. Main deck fight spells in an Elf Shell. What a madman. They are still dead to, well, we'll see. We gotta find a Chain Lightning, chat. Dreams to Be, have you played Red Green Berserk? Or are you a fan of that deck? Oh, opponent really smashed into Gideon, huh? There's an Arganjo, which doesn't really get us anywhere. I'm gonna play my Adeline. You're the OG? Gotcha. Second Tyvar. I mean, we're just dead here, right? He's gonna pump off the priests and then swing. All right, chat. I just had to talk shit about elves. And then when we start playing our creature-based aggro deck, we face the other creature-based aggro deck that goes much bigger. Chain Lightning seems fine. We could probably drop an Adeline. Might be an argument for Boromir here. No, let's just run it like that. We'll just bring in some extra hate. Tried Gruul, found it faster, but not often enough to be better. Gruul's the red green Berserk deck's one of like top decks in Historic right now. Especially if you play like Arcanist, Slick Shot, and what you would call it. Well, they just got, it's really good because they just got Legolas's Quick Reflexes from that came in with the Hobbit. We'll try this hand. I do like double removal. That deck can just like churn its way through stuff now. Okay, Chain Lightning was a very strong pickup. I think I'm just going to play this, but we're not going to discard anything. Just going to decline and swing. Priest of Titania. Alright. We'll start swinging now. I'm going to discard the Aganjo. See what we spin into. Adeline. That's rough for us. I'll hold on to this Raven Charm, though. Oh, wrong drink. Alright, chat. Doing pretty good. Let's throw it on the NT this time. Key to the back door is a great pickup for us. I do like the OG, like, stamp plus... Oh, you played... Oh, yeah, Sellsword. Chat, I don't know what that card does. Second Thalia. We're gonna fragment this. Just to make something taps. We'll swing. I'll discard the Thalia. We'll put a counter on the Quicksilver. We find another Thalia. Interesting. I'm just gonna play it. Put another body on the board. We also haven't played anything with quick reflexes yet. I'm trying to... Maybe we could play, like, Venerated Rot Priest Infect. But we'll see. Leaf Crown Visionary. Our opponent, if they don't, like, wombo combo us this turn, they are just dead to key the side door. Unless they're playing another fight spell. Which, well, they're not. We still have a way to kill them with that. Okay. Good for us, chat. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Discard the Aganjo. Spin the wheel. Find an Adeline. Is it Adeline, Adeline, or Adeline? I think I say it different every single time. Opponent doesn't know what key to the side door does. He's very confused. You can see him trying to figure out why he couldn't block there. That's funny. I like what we did. Let's just run it back. Dread Mauzyre. Amped Raptor. Pyretic Rituals, interesting. I do like that you play Rituals. Just being able to chain like Manamorphose plus whatever with a Slick Shot on the field sounds gross. Chat, this is a hand that seems kind of nutty because we get to go turn 1 Mary. And draw a card. Gross. I cannot say how you have to pronounce Adeline because I'm French. Okay. That's okay. Maybe just an Archdruid for an opponent here. Or a fight spell. Just an Archdruid. Okay. Good on us. We can do a bunch of stuff here. I think I want to play Kythian. I think I'm going to fragment this into a War Master, and then we're going to swing and draw. Give me a land. That's not a land. Maybe we... Well, Thalia's... I don't know. Thalia's rough in this matchup. Doesn't really do much. Dionys. Make a 1/1. Doesn't swing. Oh. Opponent does swing. Nuts. Chain Lightning? That's a good one, chat. Is this just when you do stuff? Alright, I decided one, chat. I think it might have been more correct to kill the War Master. We are stuck on one land, though. Interesting to besiege a land there. Okay, opponent. I like how they did absolutely nothing. That's funny. Second Mary's pretty good. Take him down to whatever. We get the flip. Make this indestructible. Pass. Alright, chat. We're not doing too bad. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Mountain? Yes. Sector Foundries are Mountain Spidertron. They're also planes. There's an extra... whatever. So, we're going to turn this into a 4/4. We have Plaza of Heroes to make something indestructible, right? Alright, chat. Not a bad start. Chat, look at this one. We're going to take them all. This is better. Kind of better. A third land would be nice. Oh, I don't have a Discord. I'm just starting it. I'm in the MTG Eternal Discord. I thought about starting a Discord, but I think that's just a lot of work. I don't think it would be very active. Bloodfell Caves on 1 is interesting. That was a good pickup. Black-red Gobos? But like Hobbit Gobos? Or Orcs, I mean. Should put him down to 2, so even if he has something to clear the board, we can Bell Striker and kill him. Okay. Chat, why don't we face these people all the time? Surge of Salvation actually might, be somewhat relevant here. How many cards is their deck? Okay, I think it's 60. Actually, let's drop an Inti and a Kithian. But if you're not in the MTGA Eternal Discord, you should be. We have a lot of fun in there. I post a lot of brews in there too. If you're looking for decks, you could type !decks. We are over 650 lists on my Mox field. Mainly, I would say 97% of those are for Historic. How many are we at? We're at 671 decks. which is a lot, chat. Too many. Plum brews too many things. We're just chilling. Everyone having a good week so far? Bushy! Shout out to Bushy. All right, what do we got? Opponents on the play. We got double fragment, though. I feel confident enough to try it out. Tidings of War. Funny enough, fragment is not great against tokens. How you doing, Bushy? Were you live today? I'm sorry, I don't have anything else open. I didn't even check. Draw a card and lose. Okay. I don't know what my opponent's doing. I liked it, though. We're definitely going to lose to this. What do you think? Such a busy day. No Tuesday is my day off. Gotcha. Why are you busy today? I guess Bold's Company is kind of cool with like an early Gabo. You could like flash this back pretty quick. What does he spin into? Okay, so he is playing Prospector. Very weird. Because this amasses orcs only, right? Oh. Oh, does that just put it directly onto an army? Chat, I did not know that. I don't know why I thought it would have made a separate army, but it just puts the counter and then changes the type. Interesting. Good to know. Lots of stuff going on with my home insurance and with my son. Oh, I'm sorry, Bushy. I probably want to fragment his Prospector too, right? That kind of answers my question. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I just like thought it didn't. It's still a weird card to play. Because what if you don't have a goblin army already? Shout out to Orcish Bowmasters. I might have to fragment that too if we start swinging with Mary. Make a token, give it a counter. Makes sense. Holy shit, what is going on? What does this card even do? I don't know. What am I doing here? I think we... What does this do? Okay, we're just gonna snipe the Bowmaster, spin him into a Prospector, and then we'll just swing all. I guess we don't have to swing all. What is happening? Chat, he has a red source. I'm scared. We're just gonna swing these two. I just want an extra draw trigger here. But I'll keep the token back to... Okay. We're just gonna keep drawing Marys. Well, we can marry plus Kithian. I was playing the standard for the Amass reveal. Hell yeah. So that just puts... That is just one Gobbo that gets bigger? Or is he an orc? He's an orc that gets bigger. Gotcha. Okay. Very interesting, chat. Very interested by what's going on. Bum ba dum bum. Tidings of War. Flashback. Make a 3/3. Into a Prospector Sacrifice. Okay. So that makes that even bigger. And then he gets to amass onto his army. Okay. Interesting. Inti's pretty good. Do I just swing all? And hope for the best? I think so. We get to draw a card. Oh! Chat, are we good at this game or what? Surge of Salvation off the top. Alright. What are we, chat? We're 2-0. Somehow. We're gonna run into someone where we lose. This hand seems pretty good. I think I'm dropping a Ganjo. Crab Biss is bad. Lobster Biss is good, though. I just can't do seafood. I'm not a seafood guy. She sounds like a catch. She sure is. She's quite the lady. Bum, bum. Also, chat, today I got 3 emails for a job that I've talked to like 3 different recruiters about over the past X amount of time. No, this is the 5th different recruiter to email me about the same position in the past 3 months. What's Op on? You think they're just on auras? Which is going to be real nice that we have this 3-man charm in hand. No. Okay. Interesting. Let's swing and see what happens. If you can hear the man yelling outside, I apologize. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on over there, chat. I'm going to pay this and just get rid of this. Bone Crusher Giant is an interesting inclusion. So no on the job. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's real. I've done like a pre-phone screening and stuff, and then just radio silence. What is my opponent playing? Some Taxes build? Okay, Key the backdoor is pretty hot here. I'll pay the 1. I think I'm just gonna charm the Needlehead. And swing for 2. Yeah, it's like, hey, I came across your thing and we have this opportunity, but it's the same. It's not even. It's a contract. First off, it pays more than whatever. But like, how do I know if it just fizzles out every time? Lightning Strike is a good pickup, so I think we're just gonna kill this. Take a bunch of damage. But we'll hold on to the... This is 3 mana, right? And it costs 2 because of Bell Striker. You have an historic High Noon deck? The blue-white one with Spell Queller and Interrupter. Why is my opponent fighting back? They have something big? No, they have a Needlehead into an Eidolon. Wow. Okay, chat, we're drawing hot garbage. Interesting. That deck's pretty good. Alright, chat, he's gonna try to race us, which I think he might get there. Since we're drawing 20,000 lands. Might have been a mistake to do that. I should have saved it. He'll probably kill our Bell Striker. That's a bad choice. How do you add the sideboard on that website? On the Jank Tank? Just put a space. Chat, remember when me and my opponent just copied a Chain Lightning over and over? See, you just follow this example, Shay. So you just put your main deck and then put a space and then put your sideboard cards. Did my opponent... Oh, no, I died. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, so opponents on... I think we ran into this a couple weeks ago. They're on like a burn taxes list. Not sure I love these Thalias. Probably want to just find something big here. Maybe Tajik isn't where I want to be. Tajik's pretty good. Boom, 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 boom. I will say I hate playing against High Noon Dream to Be. Wow, what is up with our hands on this match? We are getting nothing but... We're running 18 lands. We're on the play, but a turn 2 Mary doesn't really get us anywhere. This gets us somewhere. When we got pre-game actions, we need to get ley-lined, chat. Ley-lined. Alright. We're gonna shock this in. Also, it might be worth us just jamming a turn 2 Flowering of the White Tree. And just start swinging. Turn 1, Esper's Sentinel. Or a Fragment. We get fragmented. Feels bad. I think I'll play the Flowering. Just to give our stuff ward. We can swing with a 4-3 Mary next turn. If he plays a Needlehead, that kind of sucks, but... White Orchid Phantom. Okay. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Good thing we're playing basics. So yeah, they're like a weird Boros Hate Bears build, which is pretty cool actually. I'm liking it. Like I said, I think we played against it last week at some point. Opponent swings for 2. They have a land drop. It'd be nice if they fragmented our Mary too. But they might just hit our White Tree instead. But either way, I think that's fine. Hate Bears more like Hate Mares. Am I right? You know what? You are so right. Let's play our NT. I don't know. I think I kind of want to just discard the other Mary. See if he has something in response. Might get punished for that, but I feel like double Chain Lightning's better. He fragments that. Does he have a Bone Crusher to follow up? Or does he just have another piece of removal? Okay, well... Technically, he's dead on board if he doesn't do anything. Hate Mares. I used to have a modern Hate Mares deck. 4 mana. Opponent swings with Phantom. Ow. Does he have a board wipe? He's playing Brotherhood End. Okay. Alright, opponent. You got it, Super Chief. This guy's teched out of our mind. To be fair, I killed myself in the first one. I shouldn't have Chain Lightning him. Was it funny? Of course it was. But should I have done it? No. We do have a Quicksilver. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting Brother's Hood End out of the deck also playing a bunch of 2-drops. I thought we would have been like, I don't even know. Bone Crusher Giant, hell yeah. Bone Crusher is also an interesting inclusion. We haven't seen anything above Bone Crusher in terms of creatures, have we? I wonder if you could just drop this and play Luris. But I guess at that point, we don't know if these Phantoms are main board or not. If they are, you're probably just better off playing Boros Panza. All right. We're having a tough go. You know, we're playing all this card draw. And we've been drawing a lot of lands tonight so far. Captain Eberhard into a Sentinel. We found a key to the side door, which is a little late, chat. We're on what? A 3-turn clock at the moment. He might crack Canyon end of turn. He's got 2 cards left. Is it possible we just want to play all 4 keys? We might. Sentinel. Surge of Salvation. All right, he's got us, Chad. We drew absolute garbage. This is our first hand where we've had, like, key to the side door in our opener. And we have a nice curve here. Our opponent's name is I Eat Magic Cards, so keep your food tokens away from them. All right, we'll lead on Quicksilver. See where that gets us. Opponent, turn 1 breeding pool. Into a Mockingbird. Looks like they're jamming a little, well, they could be a couple things. They could be Infect, or they could also just be... Ooh, good pickup. They could also just be a banned list. Birthing Ritual. Oculus. Fear of Change, yeah. I think I'm going to turn it into a 3-2 and just swing. I've seen a bunch of... I mean, we played a version of this, but I've seen some other people playing Fear of Change, and it's just fun. Fear of Change is such a fun list. I was also off in my predictions, chat. Like, what a little combo here, right? Like, you get to sack Fear of Change, kill a Riddler, spin into a 7-drop. Or is it a 7-drop? Is it +2? Yeah. That's pretty sweet, chat. Also, for anyone on mtgtank.com, I made that myself. It's a little slow. I apologize. I'm just a dude. I did it in my spare time. I know it's slow. Alright, watch him hit like a Traxa. Iron Claw Crusher. Fuck yeah. I don't even know what this does. It's just a 4/6. Alright, let's play our Adeline. Adeline, Adeline, Adeline. I don't know. I think it's Adeline. Adeline? What if we just call her Adele? And she sets fire to the rain. Second ritual. I don't know if he's playing anything big enough to actually get value off of Crusher. I don't know if he'll just go low and like try and Badger Mole. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. What the fuck? Okay. This is the first person I've seen play main deck Atraxa. That's nutty. Holy shit. Chat, our opponent is gaming. Agent of... Oh my god, okay. Usually people just rely on Fear of Change, but this guy's just trying to hit 7 drops. Oh my god, does he have an agent? Well, he doesn't. No, he has second Atraxa. What the fuck? He's not regular Fear. Okay, he's playing a Blink Shell. Interesting. Very interesting. At least he's got some spice. We still might swing into this Atraxa. I don't know. We can make Adeline unblockable and then swing with Quicksilver. And then hopefully he does that and we just kill off the... Does he not have... He has 1 land? Wait, does he have a 1-drop? Oh, shit. He's playing Aquatic Subtlety, chat. Boys, our opponent might be a gamer. Does this cost 1 mana? Yes, it does. My opponent is gaming. Fear of Change Aquatic Subtlety is sick. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm geeking out over here. What a spice. What a spicy list. Main deck Atraxas. Twining Twins. Does he have an Exile? Just a Riddler. Spinning into a Skycoach Conductor to prepare, and then he spins that into a... Oh, I didn't realize you could double do that. With the Fear of Change on the stack. That's cool, too. And he finds nothing else. I'm sure he keeps winning. Because even if he finds Atraxa... So we put him down to 1. Or, I'm sorry, we knock him down 12 and put him... Yeah, we put him to 1. So you know we have first strike? I guess not. What a crazy list. Subtlety. Are we going to get how many treacheries did he discard? Just 1? But he doesn't have any land to treachery us anyways. If he wants to steal a creature. He could Atraxa. My opponent's list. Chat, my opponent's list is so cool. What a baller. You think he has the second one? Chat, we got him. Playing some super sick stuff. I think we want to play Boromir's to get rid of his aquatic subtleties. Some number of surgical, and probably all the fragments. I don't know if deafening silence is worth it, but probably. I don't know. Well, Thraven Charm hits whatever. So let's drop down Key, Zergo, maybe a couple Chain Lightnings. I don't think we're going to have to... Well, no, we probably want to be able to hit Fear of Change early. Thalia seems somewhat relevant. But what a unique... So he's just playing... He's naturally playing 7 drops to try and Fear of Change quickly. This is a weird hand. We'll try it out. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know. Chat, they should have made Key to the Side Door legendary, so that can discard itself. Bum, 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 da, da. My deck I created on the website says it costs $643. Jesus Christ. For historic? There's a Quicksilver. So let's go... Let's just play Key to the Side Door first. And then next turn, we can Thalia. And hopefully keep him off chaining something into a... Okay. I think we're fine, chat. Second Kithian's also great with Key. But this keeps him from subtletying us now. At least for a turn. There's the Ritual with nothing to do with it, which is great. So let's go Quicksilver. We'll do this into this. Swing for 3. He can subtlety now. If he doesn't have a land, though, that's nice for us, too. We get to smack for 5, and then hit him. We can hit for 8 next turn. Opponent Riddlers. Wrath of Destiny. 80-90% win rate with this. Hell yeah. Alright, opponent is spinning this into a 6-drop or less. Maybe just a Fear of Change from our opponent. Conductor. Alright, I think we're gonna snipe this. And then we get to flip. We'll make Thalia indestructible. 600 games played with the same deck? That's crazy, Shay. Here's the subtlety. He only has enough to play one thing at the moment. So we'll see if it's a Traxa or a Treachery. Or maybe he just whiffed. Okay, it's an Atraxa. Which still puts him dead on board. He finds Ritual, Fear of Change, Twining Twins. Is Twins 2 mana to cast? It is. Okay, so this is a pretty aggressive start. I like this a lot. Because we can go Zergo plus Key on turn 1. But thank you for the follow, Shay. Very kind of you. We're getting Unholy Heated. Interesting. What does Unholy Heat in red-white mean? Hollow one? Could be hollow one. Good pickup. Good pickup. Jesus. Okay, key to the side door's nuts, chat. What a hand. That was a sweet turn. Let's see if he plays board wipes. Cool but rude. It does seem maybe like a hardened academic shell. Seasoned pyromancer. Interesting. We'll probably just white tree here. But he didn't level this up, did he? No. I don't even think I want this Kithian, to be honest. Let's up the whatever. Chain Lightning is pretty good. We'll see if he blocks. Okay. Puts him to 8. Lets us land. Discard Inti, draw 2 cards, double Chain Lightning. Chat, that was gross. He is playing Unholy. He's got to be some sort of just plain old red-white something or other. I'll bring the Surge of Salvations in. I don't know how good they'll be. And then we'll bring in the Fragments and maybe like one Tagic. It might be worth to bring in Flute for... No, let's not over sideboard. Raven Charm's fine. Let's drop this. We'll drop 1 key to the side door. Thalia seems fine. Maybe drop a Kithian. Drop a Kithian and a Zerdro. I think I'd rather have Zerdro over that. Drop an Inti and a Flowering. Like 1 Adeline. Very impressed by key to the side door that game. That was gross, especially with Inti. You just get so much card advantage. You guys want to play Mermaids with me? Key, Inti, Flower. We don't have double white, but we do have Fragment. Might be a little slow. Let's try it. Let's just see. Maybe a Cool But Rude on turn 2. Artillery Enthusiast. Discarding what? Cool But Rude. Goes finds a second 2-drop. Interesting. Let's play our Inti. He fragments us into a 2/1 drop. Land off the top would be nice. Root Wall is good for him. Chance we want to... Well, we'll see. I think we just play Mary and try and find ourselves a land. Chat, I'm so fucking good at this game. don't know what's happening right now, chat. There's a nice hack with Surge of Salvation. I'm just gonna fragment that now in response. I'll probably just flower into the white tree here. He owned Holy Heats? Okay. Plaza a good pickup there too. I think I'm gonna discard our Surge. Kithian's fine. What's the hack? Okay, nice pickup from opponent there, but they're just dead. Nice. Wow. Let's talk about this deck. We went 4-1, which is pretty good. That last game, key to the side door was fucking nuts. But, or I'm sorry, that last match key to the side door was fucking nuts. I think our numbers feel better. I think you basically just want to see key every game, because you can go so fast, or like even just build a wide board to a point where like you can just start one-shotting people with the unblockable, and like the card advantage you generate between this and Inti is disgusting. I was pretty happy with our sideboard. You probably don't need Tajic, and you should probably change some stuff around, but I liked where it was at. We didn't sideboard that much. Main deck-wise, the only thing that felt like a little iffy was Thalia's. I mean, I think it's still handy enough to be playable. I don't know if you want 3. I think 2 felt okay since we swapped it. But for, like, the main deck, I think, like, you have to play Mox Amber plus Quicksilver. You have to play Key to the Door, and then you have to play Mary and Inti. This stuff, you could probably cut down to Flowering to the White Tree. I feel like Inti is pretty good on its own, just to like buff your board and start smacking in. And then I think Adeline's probably definitely worth it rather than dropping it and going into a Luris shell. So the main deck, you could probably play whatever kind of 1-drops you want. Like, of course, there's like Zac Fair, there's Isamaru, there's a bunch of other 2-drops you could be playing, Captain Eberhard, that kind of stuff. So overall, very happy. Key of the Sideboard, even in just a pretty simple aggro deck, felt pretty nuts. I liked it quite a bit. So we'll probably shelve this one. We pull this deck out every once in a while. I think we've played Red White Legends a few times now, just because we keep getting all these Universes Beyond sets full of Legends. But it's funny that the newest card isn't even legendary. It just has some nice synergy. But that's it for this shell. I liked it. 4-1's not a bad record, and can definitely do some crazy stuff. Snowball quite easily. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.